or my college workspace lab work here. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and start the process. So we're going to go ahead and shut off the PC here, and we're going to go in the back, shut off the following. That way we don't get electrocuted, clearly. We don't want electrocution. Okay, so the first things first, it's going to ask how much memory is installed. We're going to go ahead to the motherboard here. And up here is the two RAM slots for here. You can see there is the 8 gigabyte and another 8 gigabyte. That is equal to 16 gigabytes. Now we're going to go ahead and what is the speed of the installed processor? So we're going to go ahead and just simply, push it off to the side there. And we're going to access the CPU. And we can look here, we can see if we can spectate bottom top inspection. We can see the processor base frequency, which is 3.60 gigahertz, which is the correct answer. And then we are going to go ahead and put that back, that little piece, just like so. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and check what type of power supply is installed. Now down here is the power supply, which is we're running an ATX 20 plus 4, and you can just spectate it basically. This is what gives the whole PC power. And then all the connectors and whatnot. So we can see clearly that that is an ATX. How many SATA hard drives are installed? We can see 1, 2, and 3. This is where the drive bay is. This is where all the hard drives would initiate or go. We can say that there's definitely 3 there. Now, once we are done here, we can go ahead to the back here and we can check the ports. So we can see clearly that there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 ports, which is the 2.0, and of course the USB 3.0. So we are looking at 3 in total. What type of video port is currently being installed on the monitor? Well, if we go back here and go into the back, we can clearly go here and we can look at DVID, which is awesome. And we're going to go ahead and score. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and just show you to turn everything back on and whatnot. So we can say that, we successfully did everything. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And we're going to go to the front here. And then we're going to go to the front on this. Now it's currently saying we have no signal. That is because the PC is currently not on. So it says here, the computer is now on, but the monitor is not showing output from the computer. So how do we do that? First, turn it on. Click to view Windows. So we can clearly see the lab works perfectly for the simulation. Basically, everything's basically simulated. You can go to anything on here. You can go to the view, the network connection, etc., or etc. And we can basically see we have workstation 1 here. And you can see here, it's just a beautiful simulation. Obviously, there is no network installed, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, so voila, it worked. And we're just going to shut that down here. And then just turn it off and then go here and then score. So we have passed. Correct answer. You can see here that I got 100% pass for here, and that's